man.
Let the countdown begin. Yo, we live, y'all. Welcome in to the Never Made It podcast, Sunday, December 14th, NFL edition. Y'all already know what time it is, all right? I'm your host, D Will, aka Magic Don Juan with the bet slips. Been on fire lately, so I hope y'all tuned in for these double ups we got today. Got a little bit of a Hail Mary for y'all today, somewhat. But y'all know what time it is, man. Hailing out of Warren, Ohio, living in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The Lakers fan, the Ohio State Buckeyes fan, the Eagles fan, my resident co-host, Timothy Dale Gatto. Good morning, brother. Good morning.
Good morning, man. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, man.
Happy to be here, man. Miss y'all niggas, man. Miss y'all, man. What's going on, Ryan? What's the word, brother?
Mr. West Coast.
Yeah.
What's up, fellas? Man, yeah, I'm happy to be here talking some ball. Yeah,
What's
man,
up,
doing great.
brothers?
What's up?
It's a good
Yeah,
day to be
man.
on the West Coast, Ryan, man. It's 3 degrees out here in Cincinnati.
Man, what they was talking about the temp at the Bears, the Browns playing the Bears in Chicago. It's like 3 degrees. It's crazy.
Three
Crazy.
degrees, bro.
Yeah,
Hey, you ain't
I
missing
think
out
it,
on
I,
nothing, man.
yeah, I think it's gonna be like 78 today. A little sunshine.
Yeah, man. Yeah, everybody. We wasn't with y'all yesterday, man, because we had wasn't no games, man. Wasn't no college football, not no real college football games. We had Boise State, Washington, and
Army, Navy.
Army, Navy. I mean, I bet the games, hit the games. Actually, I took Navy. They came back and won. They was down, I think, 16-7 versus Army. A good win by Navy. Boise State. I think they lost. I didn't bet on that game though. I just didn't mess with it. I stayed away from it, man. But I'm betting today on these. You already know. NFL, man, I'm hyped, bro. Ryan, your Browns. I'm sure it's going to be some Browns talk. We might even have a little Titans talk for
I
Dre and
waited
S.
all
Dot.
year for this. I waited
You
all
know it's
year
going to be
for
some
this.
Eagles talk. Yeah, man. Let's
Oh,
get ready
that
to get it
man!
started,
Especially
man.
after that intro, he was in here like his Eagles was
Slapping.
really flying. Yeah, he
Now, he
was
was
in
doing
here
that for the
like,
Ravens, man. He was doing that for the Ravens today.
he was doing that for the Cardinals. Rise up, Red Sea. Come on, man.
Protect the nest. Nah, but we
Uh,
about to get ready to get into these sports debates and go down this line of games. But y'all already know this episode is brought to you by the Cleaning Business Coaching Book, your step-by-step guide to building a profitable cleaning business. Side, you'll learn how to price your services, attract quality clients, and set up systems that actually work. Written by a successful cleaning business owner, this book gives you the real blueprint, no fluff. Whether you're just starting out or scaling up, it's a must read. Grab your copy today. The link will be located in the comments. She also has planners, whether you're planning daily, weekly, yearly, monthly, however you want to do it. You can do it with the Cleaning Boss Coaching Book, Cleaning Business Coaching Book. It's the Cleaning Coaching Book, all right? Entrepreneurs, get the book and get your life together, straight up. All right, man, we got a full slate of games today, so we ain't even gonna waste no time lingering around, beating around the bush, all right? We're gonna dive right in. We got Ryan's Brownies on the road versus the Chicago Bears. The Brownies is 3-10. The Bears is 9-4. You can get the Bears at 7.5 point favorites, or you can get the Brownies at plus 300 on the money line. If you feel like today is Shador Day, Ryan, you the resident Browns fan. Talk to me nice.
um, like most games in NFL, it's gonna come down to turnovers, but especially this one because the Bears defense actually isn't really that nice when you look at their statistics as far as rushing the passer, passing yards allowed, rushing yards allowed. But what they are great at is turnovers. And
Lead the
that is,
league.
yeah, they lead the league in turnovers. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna come down to Shador, the turnovers or not. If he doesn't turn the ball over, I don't know what 3 degrees is gonna do. They said it's not gonna be too windy, so I'm not really sure how much it's gonna affect like their ability to throw the ball or have that type of passing, like the passing game. But it was pretty. It wasn't that cold, but it was pretty cold last week. He didn't have a problem throwing the ball, so as long as it's not too windy, I think we will try to throw it. Harold Fannin Jr., beast rookie tight end of ours, been absolutely balling this year. Look for him to get a lot of targets. He's been Shador's favorite target since he started. I like Judkins on the ground today. I think he'll have a big game. And the elephant in the room, pretty much for the Browns fans in our community, is the Myles Garrett sack record. He needs 2.5 sacks to get it done. I do not think he'll break it. I think he'll get 1.5. But they was thinking he was gonna break it last week. He needed 4 sacks or something like that to break. I think he needs 3, not 2.5. I think he needs 3 because he got 1 last week. So, but yeah, with that being said, I think he does get a sack and a half today. He'll get an inch closer to the record that he will beat eventually. But for the spread, 7.5, it's so cold, and they're like the weather elements. So what Vegas is saying about 7.5, this is really like a 12.5, but they gave the weather 5 points. I think, I think, I think it's a tough one to pick. I'm a Browns fan, and I would still say, all right, I might tease that up to 9.5. Um, just so the Bears have to win by 10 or more. I just could see it being a 28-20 or 29 something, and you get barely beat on your slip there by a point. But yeah, I mean, and another thing too about the Bears is they got a great run game. So they run the ball very well, one of the best running teams in the league. Um, and that's one way to neutralize us. As you've seen last week, Tony Pollard had a career day. Our D tackle, Malik Collins, he was playing at an all pro level. He was out last week. He's out for the year. He was out last week and it showed. So we'll see. I think it's how well does the Bears run it? Shador Sanders turnovers. I think he's gonna have a good game, man. I think he'll have a pretty decent game. I think the Browns can keep it close. But in the end, I'd pick the Bears to win this game.
Yeah, I can't blame you for that, man. I actually got the Browns plus 7.5. I think the Browns cover the spread this game. The Bears been on fire. The Browns have lost 4 or 5, maybe even 5 or 6. I can't see past that. But the Bears have won 4 out of their last 5. Their only losses came to the Packers last week on the road. They lost by a touchdown. But before that, the 4 games that they won, they beat the Eagles by 9 points. But before they beat the Eagles by 9, they beat Pittsburgh by 3. They beat the Vikings by 2. They beat the Giants by 4. Pittsburgh, Minnesota, or the Giants, neither one of them have great offenses. All 3 of them lost by 4 points or less. None of those teams have a defense like the Browns. I think the Bears play with their food a little bit here as far as it's not going to be a blowout like you think it is. It seems like, yeah, the Bears could be able to put them away, but they're not known for putting teams away. They beat Philly by 9, but that was a late score to go up, go up 9 to put the game away. I think the Bears win this by 3, 2, 3, or 4 points like they've been doing, and I'm taking the Browns plus 7.5. Quinshon Judkins is closing in on 1,000 yards rushing, which is still impressive. 1,000 yards ain't what it used to be, but remember, he wasn't the day one starter. So he got 784 yards right now, and they still got a few games left. And he wasn't. I don't even. He played the first 2 or 3 weeks of the season. So I think Judkins is having a solid rookie year. I think Shador them can keep it close as long as they don't get too many turnovers. They can get 4 or 1, maybe even 2, with that defense, and still can cover the 7.5 points. So I'm gonna go Browns plus 7.5. I do think the Bears win this game though, somewhere along the lines of like 24-20 Bears.
Do y'all Do y'all believe in like trap games? Because this is in between. This is Packers, Browns, and then Packers again. Y'all play them in the next
And you
week.
know that Packers game is real important to the Bears, even though I think we're gonna sweep them. It's real
Yeah.
important to them.
But I just wondering if I don't know, Tim, you believe in trap games? Could this be a trap game for the Bears?
I believe in trap games big time for sure.
Mm.
Um, However, I'm not so sure if I want to go there for this week with the Bears. Um, I tell you what, I won't play both sides of the fence. I will take the Bears in this game for one reason only. I do believe, although the Browns have a good running game, I believe that the Bears have a better one as far as this season goes. And although you guys have the better defense, much better defense by a long shot, I just don't think you guys' offense is complete enough versus the Bears' offense. I like the Bears' offense. I like what that offensive their new head coach Ben Johnson, right? Isn't that name?
Yeah.
Ben Johnson. I like what he got going on over there. And so it's gonna be cold, and I don't think weather is gonna be as a affect the way you would think for either team. Being that Shador played in Colorado, you know what I'm saying it may not be temperature wise as cold as Chicago, but I'm pretty sure it's cold as hell. You know what I mean? So I mean, I'm pretty sure temperature wise, both teams are prepared for this. Ohio and Cleveland know what they're doing wise. So that defense from the Cleveland is definitely going to be important. They're going to have to bring it, and I believe they will. Myles Garrett, like you said, going for the sack record. That defense is phenomenal. You got the defensive backs back there; they're solid. So I believe it's going to be a run game. Whose team got the better run game? And I believe Chicago right now, with Swift and the crew, I believe they have the better run game. So I got the Chicago Bears here on a low scoring game, something on the lines of like, let's say 17-10. I think it's going to be low scoring, not much points from either team. Pretty much defense, excuse me, pretty much a lot of defense. And then, like I said, just whose running game can take off. And that's pretty much going to come down to the fourth quarter. So I like the Bears, 17-10, something real low like that.
Oh, that's cool, man. Browns covered with that. I got them plus 7.5, so I can rock with 17-10.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. We're gonna leave that there. We got the Ravens 6-7 on the road versus the Bengals 4-9. Both teams is on life support. The Bengals ain't mathematically out, but they're out. The Ravens still got a chance at the division. All right. The Ravens are 2.5 point favorites. The Bengals did beat the Ravens a few weeks back. So it was 32-14. It was a good ass whooping they put on Baltimore. So today, Tim, you don't like neither team. You don't like neither quarterback. Who you got? Bengals or Ravens?
I mean, like, who chokes first in this game? That's the question. You know what I mean? Like, jeez. Uh, I'm gonna go Cincinnati. You know what I mean? You got Mr. Ready to Quit. You got him. We'll see what they do. That he's been balling pretty much since he's been back. I'll give him that. He's been looking pretty stellar. But at the end of the day, they haven't won to the amount of nothing. So and they've already been in such a big hole. No Diddy, where you know Cincinnati is pretty much on a too much of an uphill. You know what I'm saying, to get out of, and like Baltimore's playing with desperation for that division. That lost to Pittsburgh last week set them back. So I know they're going to be playing with desperation. But like I said, you playing with two choke artists here. So I mean, um, even though the division was right there, you could squander it away, and that's what they're pretty much they're known to do. So as far as this game goes, I like Joe Burrow at home. I believe him and Chase puts up some solid numbers. It'll be a close game. They'll probably start off with a big lead, end up blowing the lead, but it'll be substantial enough to where they ultimately come away with the win. Derrick Henry probably a fumble at the end of the game. You know what I mean? And some way Derek Lamar will probably throw an interception, and then we'll say somebody dropped it. However that goes, you know what I mean? But yeah, I got the Bengals winning some here. I say 28, 25 on a walk-off field goal, Cincinnati Bengals.
That man just fired so many shots at these quarterbacks.
He
Call
didn't
them
even
choke artists.
Yeah, he had to hype both teams up so he could tear down both the quarterbacks. It was crazy how he tried to
You just
analyze
remember,
that game.
Tim. You just remember. AJ Brown dropped a couple of those interceptions. One of those interceptions was AJ Brown's fault. All right.
We
You
have
said it
this.
yourself. Just
This is
like
a
when Lamar Jackson hit Mark Andrews in the stomach in the playoffs and the ball hit all his numbers.
this
All
is a
right.
Cincinnati Bengals and Baltimore Ravens segment. Let's we're gonna stay here.
All right. All right. Okay. Okay. Hey, all interceptions ain't created equal. I got the Ravens winning today. I do not think they about to let the Bengals just sweep them for the season. The Bengals have lost 4 out of the last 5 games. 4 out of the last 5. Yeah, they scored 42 versus Chicago. They lost. They only scored 12 versus Pittsburgh and lost. They only scored 20 versus New England and lost. Then they put up 32 on Baltimore and 34 on Buffalo. So the Bengals might very well drop 30 points today. But if they dropping 30, that means the Ravens is dropping 32. That's just the way the Bengals games goes. Now, last time they did smack them a couple weeks ago, but Lamar was still coming back. That was his second game back. I'm not saying he's MVP Lamar because he don't look like that this year. But the Ravens, for as bad as they look better than the Bengals. And there's no T. Higgins today. So I think the Ravens are going to lock in on Jamar Chase for however much that can be locked in on. You know what I'm saying? He's not stoppable, but still, when you only got one real star receiver out there, I think that Harbaugh can fucking shift coverage enough to Jamar Chase's side to slow him down. So I think the Ravens come out and get it done today. I'm taking the Ravens -2.5. Like I said, I don't think they get swept. The Bengals have lost 4 out of the last 5. Their season is over. And I don't think Joe Burrow is talking about retiring, too. Again, throw some context on it. He didn't just come out talking about how he's ready to quit playing or he don't even know if he want to still play. He was asked a question and he answered it by saying pretty much, when football is not fun anymore, that's when I'll stop playing. So he didn't just come out and just say that. They asked him and he answered the question. So I don't think he's about to retire. I don't think they're about to draft no quarterback. I think he'll be back next year. I think he's just playing this year out to have the reps, just for the reps. But I don't think he got the horses today. I think the Ravens get it done. I think the 2.5 is perfect, honestly, because they could easily win by a walk-off field goal or something like that. But I got the Ravens 28-24. Be more. Go ahead, Ryan.
D's wearing a Bengals hat and a Lamar Jackson jersey at the same
You hear
time.
me? You hear me?
We got Tim over here taking shots at both the quarterbacks. I'm surprised he just didn't pick a tie. That's what he wanted to do. Just pick the tie. Shit. This is crazy. I'm going. First of all, he was talking in the now sense like, I'm not having fun. This ain't fun. If I ain't gonna have fun, I might as well not play. Some type of shit. He was. And I don't think he's gonna retire either, but I do think he's saying like, bro, I don't have to play here in Cincinnati. I'll play somewhere else where it's fun to play. Now,
No,
with that being said,
he's saying he ain't got no defense.
you
All
know,
right. Tim want to keep on bashing him and bashing him.
nah, I
But
think
Tim,
He's
everybody
bro,
a
don't got the
milk.
Eagles defense back there. So when they quarterbacks don't play
bro,
good, it's
listen,
over. Your quarterback don't play good. They
bro, he
still win
made them
games.
comments. He made them comments. There's probably like 10, 11 GMs in the league instantly started working on a trade package. Trying to get him, bro. Bro's he's
Now
certified.
Tim
Now
said,
I
not
will
Howie
say,
Roseman.
now I think I mean it's crazy because Tim did make a lot of great points that both of these teams have been big disappointments and they've been choking away leads late in the game. Um, it does kind of make me a little nervous because Baltimore really needs this game. Baltimore should be winning this game. But those are the kind of reasons that make me think like Cincinnati's gonna end up winning this somehow. Um, I'm gonna take Cincinnati money line. I think they're gonna make a couple crazy plays late, get the game done, and you're gonna be looking at Lamar with his helmet off, looking up to the side, looking all crazy. I can see the cut on Sports Center tonight. Like, what's wrong with the Ravens? He gonna throw a pick or do a fumble late. Something crazy is gonna happen, like Tim said. And I'm going with Cincinnati money line. The upset. It's a division game. They're at home. It doesn't make sense. That's why it's gonna happen.
All right, man. I just don't think they're gonna get swept. I don't think they're gonna let the Bengals sweep them this year. Not this year. But we
Yeah,
can move on from that
yeah.
game to
We'll
mid
move on.
bowl. We got the
Yeah.
Chargers 9-4 on the road versus the Chiefs. The Chiefs is 6-7. Ugh. The Chiefs is 5.5 point favorites, or you can get Justin Herbert plus 215 on the money line. The over under is at a low 41.5 points this game. So Ryan, you are the Justin Herbert truther. Do you got the Kansas City Chiefs or do you got the LA Herberts?
The LA Herberts is crazy. Do I have Justin Herbert over the Chiefs? It's a road game against the
But the
Chiefs.
Chiefs home favorites by 6.
6. I know, man. That's like okay.
Don't tuck
Ah.
your don't tuck your tail now. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Let
It
me
didn't
see
take him that
here.
long last week versus the Eagles, did it? It didn't
Yeah.
take
Oh,
him
the
that long.
Eagles stink, so it didn't matter.
He
I
had
knew
his
that.
chest out big last week. Come on. Come on.
I'm going for a LA Chargers sweep over the Chiefs. I think they're gonna get an upset here on the road. Um, Here's the thing, man. Chiefs have not been doing too well, especially offensively. They kind of been struggling at times. I do like their defense. It's gonna be another game where it's gonna be cold, 17 degrees at kickoff, is what it's saying. So um, but I do like the Chargers' physicality, man. Like they play defense, super physical defense, super physical run game. And Harbaugh, he doesn't abandon the run. Like even if it's getting 3-4 yards, he gonna continue to run the rock. So I like that formula for going into Kansas City and getting a win. I'm definitely gonna put this, especially with the points. I might even pick a money line on my actual bet slip. I'm gonna make a bet slip too. So. But yeah, I'm thinking the Chargers, man. I'm gonna take the Chargers on the money line for this show. I think they're gonna get it done and get a win.
Okay, go ahead, Timothy.
Man, with the last segment, you said you was talking about the Bengals not being mathematically out of it. What about the Chiefs? You know if the Chiefs are mathematically out of the playoffs or not?
Not yet.
They're not out.
Nah, they six and
Now,
seven.
what it is, they already lost it. They're out of it for the division.
For some, they're out of it for their division, not out of it for the playoffs.
I have to believe that's correct. Yeah,
For
they will be after today, though. Possibly.
this is more so like I guess a heart pick over head, but no Diddy there. But I would just say I would take a until you put the knife in that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Until he's gone, I just can't. I can't. I can't. You know what I mean? Can't go against them. So I'm gonna pick Mahomes until I absolutely know that they have no shot in the playoffs. Don't got nothing to play for. But as long as they still got something to play for, a shot in the playoffs, I just gotta believe that, you know what I'm saying? They did some way, somehow, the Chiefs is gonna find a way somehow to get it done. You know what I mean? I don't believe, like you said, D last segment, I don't believe that there would be a clean sweep. The Chargers did get them earlier in the season, right? And if I'm not mistaken, they got them pretty good, didn't they? Didn't they whoop them?
27-21 first game of the season.
Oh, okay, that's not bad, not bad. Uh, but yeah, I just believe Chiefs. You know, being at home now, so you get a chance to get some get back. You know, I'm gonna roll with the Chiefs. Now I see the spread here is -6. Is it still -6 still? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man, I believe, like I said, until you put the knife in that guy and he's gone, until you know what I'm saying, the dagger in him, as they say, till you put the dagger in him. I gotta roll with Mahomes, man. So I like
Yes.
what was that?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say that same score. I like it in reverse. 28-21. I like Mahomes to get his get back. So yeah, roll Mahomes.
I was saying ESPN has the Chiefs as an 11% chance to make the playoffs.
And I know that weather in KC probably ain't too shabby either. You know what I'm saying? Just like
It's probably cracking out there.
yeah, for sure. So I know
17 degrees.
you feel me? Justin Herbert playing. I mean, he balled last week. Ain't no excuse last week with the broken head. He balled out. So, but this time he going on the road in some cold weather. So that hand could be, might not feel as comfortable. But no excuses. So you out there, you play ball, you get it
And you
done.
see the clip. You see the
We
clip.
definitely don't need to see that. I mean, we don't.
Look
We
at him.
don't.
Look at him looking. Look at him looking like I done just
No,
sold.
we don't
You
need to see
remember you
that.
was talking about Ravens and the Bengals doing some dumb stuff
Wow,
down the stretch,
wow.
choking the game away.
I
Yeah,
see. I see where who's ally. Will where his side at. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
didn't need to see
Producer
that.
Will, Producer Will with
See,
the cut of the
wow.
century.
See where his side
Let's
lies.
go. Let's go.
Man,
Yeah,
listen.
one more time.
Oh
One more time.
wow!
Yeah.
Wow!
Yeah. Real defense out there. That's what's going to Kansas City. Yeah.
Unbelievable!
Yeah. Division upset. Let's go.
Unbelievable! Okay.
Yeah, I got the Chiefs, man. I got the Chiefs money line. I'm rolling with what Tim said. Until I see Mahomes get the dagger stuck in him, I'm just gonna roll with them at home. It's freezing. That's what they thrive in. Now I'm not gonna take them with the spread. I would just take the Chiefs money line. I know it's minus 260. My favorite bet that I'm actually gonna take in this game is the over 41 and a half points. Last time these teams played, the over hit, it was 27-21 Chargers. That's 48 points. So the over under is at 41 and a half. They only got to get to 42. I think they do that again this game. All right. I think the first game was 27-21. I think this game is, I'll say 27-24. And I'm going to take the Chiefs to win it. But the over covers more and more so what I'm betting on. But yeah, I got the over 41 and a half points and I got the Chiefs winning money line.
Now, even though the Chiefs aren't what they used to be, y'all consider this a signature win for Herbert and the Chargers? Just because
Nah,
they would sweep the Chiefs too.
that would be good for them in the conference, as far as like, all right, we can beat the Chiefs now, we can win the conference now. But I don't that signature win, the Chiefs, like you said, the Chiefs ain't the cream of the crop. It really ain't no cream of the crop in the AFC because like the Patriots got the best record, but are they the cream? Nobody really stands behind Drake May yet because we ain't seen him do nothing yet in the playoffs. So
Yeah.
it's like they're not getting their
All
respect.
the
No AFC team is getting their respect as the head
No, they're
honcho this
not.
year.
I'm looking at all the top teams. There's question marks about all of them.
Question
Honestly.
marks. Question
Yeah.
marks.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
But I
yeah,
was
I
just
don't think
asking
this
that
will be a
question.
signature win.
Well, he gets some more respect from you two if he
Yeah,
gets the
a little bit, but the Chiefs done lost 4 out of their last 5 games. We just picking them straight up off of Mahomes' name.
yeah,
Matter of
that's what
fact,
I'm
you about to make
saying.
me
Y'all
flip.
both pick the
I'm flipping
Chiefs
my
now.
pick. I'm flipping
Yeah.
my pick. I'm taking the Chargers plus 5.5.
Thank you.
All
Come
right,
on, man. Let's
I'm
go.
taking the
Let's
Chargers plus
go.
5.5. The Chiefs done lost 4 out of the last 5 games, and the one
They're
game they did
railing.
win,
They like the Eagles right now, man. They in shambles.
the one game that they did win, they beat who did they beat? They beat the Colts by 3. The Colts is falling
And
apart right
they
now.
blew a fourth quarter. They made a crazy comeback to win
Yeah,
that game.
so
They was
they
like
ain't winning by no touchdown today if they win. They gonna have to be dirty if they win. I'm gonna take the Chargers plus 5.5. Just give me the Chargers with the points. Fuck it. That
Ravens.
27-24 points can still be good.
Ravens and Chiefs are gonna be in shambles after today.
Boy.
I have to see it to believe it. I gotta see it. Like I said, until that dagger is put in him, no Diddy until he's eliminated off the board. I gotta believe that Mahomes is just gonna find a way to get into that playoff, sneaking into there.
All right, fair enough.
All right, man. Well, this game right here is a banger. We got the Bills 9-4 on the road versus the Patriots 11-2. The Bills are 1.5 point road favorites, or you can get the Patriots on the money line at plus 114. The over under is at 48.5 points. These teams already played before. The Patriots beat the Bills 23-20. And in that case, the under would have hit. So 23-20 the first game Bills. First game Patriots. Ryan, do the Patriots get it done again today? Do they sweep the Bills?
No, they lose today. I'm just looking. It's gonna be 32 degrees. I don't know about snow and wind, but that's not too bitter cold. I think the offenses will score some points. Um, I would be thinking it's gonna be higher scoring than the last matchup. I know Josh Allen struggled on the last matchup. I just think that the Bills are gonna come out ready to play. I don't think the Patriots are gonna sweep the Bills, not this season anyway. I do like the Patriots, and I do think they have been balling, so I do want to give them their respect. But they do feel like like in the NBA, you got that team that's like the number one seed, and they got the best record, but they ain't got the superstars, they ain't got the minerals to really get it done in the playoffs. I think that's gonna be the Patriots. I think they could easily be the number one seed or the number two seed, but they might get bounced first game, they might lose. So
Patriots won 3 out of the last 5. I mean, they done won 5 games straight, by the way.
Right, and they're on a hot winning streak, but I think they're playing a worthy opponent this week, and I think Josh Allen
10 games straight. By the way, my bad.
Yeah, 10 games straight. Well, all things are meant to be broken. So
look,
I think I got the Bills. I'll just take the Bills 1.5 points. I mean, I'll take the 1.5.
I'm taking the Bills too. The Patriots last 5 games, they went 5-0. Well, they went 10-0 the last 10. But their last 5, they beat the Falcons. All right. They beat the Bucks. Okay. They beat the Jets. Okay. They beat the Bengals. All right. They beat the Giants. Okay. They beat 5 nobodies in a row. All right. 5 nobodies in a row, including the Bengals. The Bengals got a good quarterback and a good offense. They beat them 26-20 at Cincinnati. And that's probably the best offense on that team, on that list. So,
I think that was Flacco's last game starting too.
So yeah, I'm rolling with the Bills, man. I think the Bills, Patriots ain't seen a team like the Bills since the Bills damn near. I mean, they do have their schedule has been cupcakey to say the least. They beat the Panthers, they beat the Bills. The Bills is the best win on their season schedule. After that, they got the Panthers, they got the Saints, the Titans, the Browns, Falcons, Bucks,
the easiest
Jets,
schedule
Bengals,
in the
Giants.
league. God,
they have had a cupcake schedule. They ain't played nobody since they played the Bills. Now they've done their job. They've whooped on a lot of these teams. They've had some close games as well. So I think the Bills just come out today. Josh Allen come out and Superman just get it done. He's just gonna be too much for him. They ain't, like I said, they haven't played a quarterback like Josh Allen since Josh Allen. And I don't think you hold him to 20 points 2 times. I think the over hits at 48.5. But more importantly, I think the Bills win this game. That 1.5 points, I'll just take the 1.5 points. Probably just take them on the money line just in case. Fuck it. I would hate for them to win by 1 point and you lose the bet. So Bills money line minus 135. That's the bet. Go ahead, Tim.
Baltimore, New York Jets, the Dolphins, the Saints. And then in terms of the last 5, the Carolina Panthers, the Chiefs, Tampa Bay, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. I mean, the Bills schedule, the Bills wins ain't all that tough either. You know what I mean? Y'all was talking about the Patriots. I mean, the Bills, and then even in those losses that they got, that was to New England, you lost to Atlanta, you lost to Miami in the second go round, and then you lost to Houston. So I mean, your schedule ain't the maybe it's just that division, I guess. I don't know, but that they schedule ain't all that tough either. You know what I mean? So I mean, you can take that for whatever you will. You know what I'm saying? I'm just they ain't all that tough either when we talking about in terms of schedules. Man, here's another one. But I'm not gonna be too harsh. We are talking about an MVP, so I will hold some respect a little bit, I guess. But here's another one. You know what I mean? Another Mr. Can't get it done when you need to get it done. You know what I'm saying? So you lost at home the first go round. Now you're going back on the road. You know what I mean? So we're gonna see what Josh Allen do. You know what I mean? He gets to play with house money as well, just like those other 2 that I talked about, because when we lose, there's no pressure, no big deal, because you're playing by yourself. It's Superman. So there's no pressure, no big deal. You don't win the division. You already lost once. So if you don't get it done this time, no big deal. You're still going to get in the playoffs. So with that being said, I mean, hell, I'm going to roll with the Patriots for the sweep. I like the Patriots, what they're doing right now. Like you said, they've been rolling. And then just because of something that, like D said, where there is people who probably are not taking them serious because of who they beat, well, now's the time to prove it. You got a team like the Bills and Mr. MVP. Go out there and sweep him. Go out there and get it done. You whooped him in his hometown. Not whooped him, but you beat him in his hometown. Now it's time to get it done back home in yours. So I like the Patriots to get it done. I like the high scoring game here. I like it. I like some points to be put up here. Not too much defense because Josh Allen is by himself. There is no defense. You know what I mean? So I like somewhere on the lines of 32-28. I like the New England Patriots. 32-28.
Tim, you got to get this hate out your heart for every quarterback that's not Jalen Hurts.
Bro,
You got to get this hate out your heart, bro.
this ain't about Jalen Hurts. We talking about Josh Allen here. We'll talk about Jalen Hurts in a minute. We're gonna get there.
No,
in
but
a
I know,
minute.
but
No, you're
but
not.
you talking to me here. I understand the subliminals when you say, "Oh, he's by himself," right? Yes,
And I-
he's by himself
Hold on.
compared to Jalen Hurts with a top 5 defense in the league. Yeah,
It ain't
he's
about-
by
it ain't-
himself compared to
I'm
that.
not biased.
Joe
I'm not
Burrow's
biased.
by himself compared to that. Yes, they
I'm
don't
not
have top
biased.
5
When
defenses.
we get to y'all keep.
I'm
bringing
just throwing it out there.
When we get to
Look.
Jalen Hurts, I'm gonna keep that. I keep that. I'm not biased. I'm gonna keep that same energy when we get to
Right.
Jalen Hurts.
I ain't waiting. I'm jumping in now.
Let's
I'm
do it.
jumping in right now. I'm addressing it when it's being out there. Like I said, I hear the subliminals. Anybody watching might not know that's a subliminal. You throwing subliminal. You dragging Jalen Hurts into this because you tore down Lamar Jackson. You tore down Joe Burrow. You tore down Josh Allen. You ain't said nothing about Drake May.
You know
You
why?
ain't really said nothing about Justin Herbert. You
You
ain't
know
saying
why?
nothing about them. But hold on, look.
He
These
can't-
quarterbacks didn't throw. These quarterbacks didn't have 5 turnovers and they lost last week. They didn't have 5 turnovers. They didn't throw a pick to end the game. Joe Burrow did, and we said something about that. Josh Allen, when he takes his losses, Josh Allen don't never look like the reason that they lost. Never. He never looks like the reason that they lost.
Exactly.
Jalen Hurts looks like the reason that y'all lose sometimes.
Exactly. That's my point. So that's why because y'all, like you said, he never, which is not true. Because last week when they had the lead last week and he threw 2 interceptions that arguably cost him the game, you could arguably say that last week's game against the
We
Bills.
said Joe Burrow did. We said that.
I'm
We said
just
that.
saying,
Joe
but
Burrow cost
y'all-
him. I said Josh Allen. We talking about Josh Allen's game. You saying Josh Allen, Mr. Netter not get it done. It don't never look like his fault when it don't get done. Football is a team game. I can
That's
see
not
if he
true.
threw 4 picks,
That's
then
not
we'd
true.
be on his ass.
When they played Miami a few weeks ago, that
All
was
right, that's regular season. That's the regular season game. We know Miami. That's a division game.
So
I'm
what
not
was
making no
last-
excuses, but they lost the game. Yeah, they lost the game. But that nobody's gonna look back in the season and be like, dang, Josh Allen them lost to Miami. He couldn't get it done. The season is bigger than that game to Miami. It's bigger than that game to Miami.
So okay, so that and again, this is why I do what I do. This is why I talk the way I talk. Because you'll say right there that or
He
the
needs
situation
some
or whatever
milk.
is bigger than that.
It was a
game.
divisional game.
Yeah,
A divisional game, just like
divisional
Jalen
game.
Hurts and the Eagles will struggle sometimes in the divisional games.
Got you, cool. You'll say that, right? You'll say it's bigger than you ain't say no big deal, but I'm just saying it's bigger than that. But then, like you said, you're getting ready to harp on this 5 turnovers that we're getting ready to talk about here in a second. That's the reason why I go so hard on these other quarterbacks the way I do is because I know, and rightfully so, when Jalen Hurts is playing bad, y'all gonna get on him. But when these other ones don't, there's always an excuse for them. Always. And it's like whether y'all be trying y'all best to make it valid, and it's like it's always something for Lamar, it's always something for Josh Allen, it's always something for Joe Burrow, it's always something. But
Bro, when Josh Allen lost to the Dolphins, he had 300 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. I'm just saying he didn't throw 4 picks. We're only saying something. He didn't throw for 150 passing yards. We get on your quarterback because he'll go out there and lose a game and have 150 passing yards.
That's the one time
and 1 touchdown, or he'll win the game with the same numbers and you'll act like he balled out. Like
I never said I don't be saying that.
He's a 175 passing yard guy, and he loses. All right, he's not going to get the same grace as Josh Allen and him. He's just not. He can't. He's not the quarterback there. He can't throw the ball like that.
And that's absurd to me. It's absurd. But let's move on. We're saying that Jalen Hurts. We'll get to Jalen Hurts in a second, though. But as far as the Bills go, like I said, I got the Patriots winning this game. And so, but yeah. Go ahead, Ryan. I got the Patriots winning this game.
We both took the Bills.
So you got the Patriots winning, man. What did you think about them for like a Super Bowl contender? You think they're definitely got a chance then? And if you think they can sweep the Bills, I mean, there's not really a powerhouse team in the AFC, are you?
Well, like you said, there's I agree. As far as the AFC goes, there is nobody who is standing out in the crowd, and then even the ones that are your Patriots, your Broncos, there's the question marks because we've never seen it before. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, can Can you do it now? You know what I mean? So Bo Nix is balling out in Denver, and Drake May's balling in New England. You know what I'm saying? And them two Broncos and Patriots look like they could be on a collision course for an AFC Championship match. But it's just in terms of like for Super Bowl, in terms we've just never seen it before. As to where like your heavy guns to the NFC, at least for like your stand like right now, the top three right now. I mean, I guess minus Jordan Love because we've never seen it for him. But for Matt Stafford, we've seen it from Matt Stafford. You've seen it from the Eagles and Jalen Hurts. You've seen it, I guess, from Jared Goff. You've seen, I mean, maybe not with Detroit, but you've seen Jared Goff win. Or get there at least. You know what I'm saying? So in terms of what's happening in the NFC, you just feel more confident and feel like they have the experience and can do it. You know what I mean? That's all. It's just the AFC is just the question marks. We'll see what they can do when it comes to, not saying that they can't. It's just we have to see it from them. We'll see it.
Yeah, it depends on who they play. It depends on their road to the championship. Like I got to see it's all about matchups in the AFC. Because
As far
this
as
Bills Patriots game could be a playoff game in
facts, I
a few
agree.
weeks.
Facts. As far as your heavy hitters goes, so like let's just talk about the big four, okay? Mahomes, Burrow, Jackson, Allen. Two of them anyway. Two of them look like they're for sure at least might miss the playoffs. If they lose today, they chances of playoffs is probably out. You know what I mean? So they're gone, which means Jackson probably may still make the wild card, but he's trying to fight for the division. And then same with Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying? Fighting for the division, probably at least gonna make the wild card at least. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So the heavy hitters, like you said, the heavy hitters, we don't even know if they're gonna be there or not, or what they're gonna do.
It's gonna be the Prince and Herbert
It's
and
going,
Drake May.
right. Bunch of newcomers. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what they're gonna do, man.
Nah, facts. I think it's gonna be a new representative out of the AFC.
One
Go
thing we do know is
Chargers.
that the South never makes no noise. That for Titans, Colts, and then with them just losing their quarterback Daniel Jones, that really sucks for them.
They might miss the playoffs, bro. I can't believe Philip. Bro,
That
are
sucks
are
for
we
them,
talking about
bro.
the Colts?
That
Because
Who
oh
do
sucks.
they
my
play
god,
today? They play the Seahawks. We will be talking about the Colts
Yeah, the
today.
South
yeah,
ain't gonna make no noise. So I mean,
that
it's
is
gonna probably be between the Broncos or Patriots or Bills if they sneak. If they make some noise. But
Hmm. All right,
no,
man. Let's move on. We skipping
listen,
over the Commandos and the Giants, 3-10 versus 2-11.
please.
I don't care.
yeah, that's fair.
We only talking about this game because it's relevant. We got the Raiders 2-11 versus the Eagles 8-5. The Eagles are 12 and a half point favorites, or you can get the Raiders plus 625 on the money line. I don't think even the Raiders got the Eagles winning this game. I don't think they got the fucking money line themselves. Like for real. I don't even think they would bet on themselves this game. But yeah, they don't got their quarterback, so no Geno Smith today. I don't see the Raiders having zero chance. And regardless of how Jalen Hurts played, and yeah, I'm just going in about Jalen Hurts, but I'm still a realist. He is a good quarterback. He should shine today versus the Raiders. He should. You would expect him to go out there and throw a couple touchdowns, or not even necessarily throw a couple touchdowns because that's not his game. But you would expect them to go out there and thump the Raiders. That 12 and a half points should be good. Me personally, I'm taking the Eagles minus 12 and a half. They've been struggling. This is the perfect get right game. If there's ever a team to play, they're starting Kenny Pickett today. All right. They're
The
starting Kenny
go,
Pickett.
the
There's
go,
no
the
reason
go.
The Eagles have lost 3 in a row, but they've lost to good teams. They lost to 3 potential playoff teams: the Cowboys, the Bears, and the Chargers. All right. So I don't even think the Eagles defense has to be running at 100%. I don't think Jalen Hurts gotta go crazy today. I think they just run the ball and win the game. But I think their defense is so good that the Raiders ain't gonna be able to do shit. Especially Kenny Pickett's first start of the season. Give me the Eagles 12 and a half points. It's a blowout. I'm gonna take them 30-13.
Go ahead,
I'll
Ryan.
let you. Yeah, go ahead, Ryan. Save Tim for last.
This is somebody's getting fired after this game. All right, I can see this being
Oh,
33-3
you think
Eagles.
Pete Carroll's going?
They might fire him. And
He's
then
the
on the other
only motherfucker
side, if
that's
there is
job
a
is on the.
miracle, if there's a miracle and the Raiders beat the Eagles, Sirianni should be fired. I think I think this game is someone's getting fired type of game.
Raiders ain't got no quarterback. They're not gonna fire Pete
They
Carroll
just
over this.
upgraded their quarterback. They got a better quarterback now.
But they ain't gonna. But he wasn't the starter at the beginning. They're not gonna fire Pete Carroll over Geno Smith and Kenny Pickett. He inherited that shit.
Bro, they're gonna fire him because he's 80 years old and this is obviously a rebuild.
So firing because, but that's the
They
end of the
brung in
season
Gino.
fire.
They brung in Gino and stuff because Pete didn't want no rebuild. And they're like, all right, listen, we hit with Gino, we got Genty.
I
They
think
was
it's the
pick,
complete opposite. I think they brought in Geno to try to keep the ship steady while they rebuild. Like not a complete top five. They didn't think they would be top five, but they thought they would. They didn't think they was going to be good. I don't think they thought this was going to be a good year at all.
I
They
think
don't even have no receivers.
they had
Like,
Jacoby
I don't
Myers.
think they
Jacoby
thought this was
Myers
going to be a
is
good
killing
year.
it in Jacksonville. They had Jacoby Myers. They drafted a running back instead of a lineman. They drafted a running back. That's like a win now move. You draft a running back top 5.
If they
For me,
fire Pete
to
Carroll,
me,
like you said, I think it'll be end of the season. You're too old. Fire. I don't think they're going to do it
yeah.
in the middle of the year. Their season is
Uh,
already over.
Yeah. I'm picking I'm gonna pick the Eagles by 2 touchdowns. I would take them
Yep.
with the spread. I can see this being 28-14, 31-14.
30-13.
And it's at home too. Like there's just no way. There's no way the
There's
Raiders are
no
going. And
way.
that would be uh, just the craziest upset of the season, maybe. I don't know if they won this game. But it's not gonna happen. I got Eagles dominating. Get right game for the Eagles. Jalen Hurts gonna have one of his best games of the season. 125 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, but he'll have 3 rushing touchdowns, 1 yard tush pushes.
Hmm.
Stay here. Stay with me, fellas. Stay with me.
Where my fucking blanket at? I'm gonna get me a goddamn blanket and go to sleep.
And it would be fair, man. I can't even be mad at you for it. Listen, 2 years ago, when the Eagles had their, so-called epic collapse during the season, when we started the season, I think it was like 10-1 or some shit like that, and then we folded big time. You know what I mean? Through the course of the end of the season. Um, as we were losing and games were going on, there was a game against the Cardinals, right? And I believe it was at home, but it could have been on the road. I'm not sure. But there was a game against the Cardinals where everybody felt like this is the game the Eagles should get right, get back on track. This should be the one. You know what I mean? And it was just like this. It was a 12-point or double-digit spread, and it was the same type of atmosphere where it was like this is the game where everything should. If there's a team like D just said, if there's a team where you should get right, it should be this one, right? It was that game for us 2 years ago against the Arizona Cardinals. And we went out there and we lost. And we lost that game. And that right there was like the who gives a shit about the remainder of the game? Like who cares about the remainder of the season type game for us? Like even though we still made the playoffs and we did go out and lost, we lost to the Buccaneers first round. That was the game right there. When we lost that game, it was like, oh, the season is over, right? And so for us this year, so far, the way we've lost these last 3 games, us Eagles fans, Eagle Nation, we are dreading that 2023 isn't showing its head again, isn't history isn't repeating itself, because it really has that feeling in Eagle Nation that we started the season smooth, you know what I'm saying, and even though we were winning, you had those question marks and stuff like that, even though we were winning, but we were winning. So as you would say, it's a band-aid over the wound, you know what I'm saying, because we were winning. And then, you know what I'm saying, then it's the losses start to show up, and then everybody's like, oh, see, I told you, see, you know what I'm saying? So it really started. So I took you all around the world to bring you to this. So this game right here has to be taken as serious as possible for Eagle and for the Eagles and Eagle Nation, because it really feels like 2023 all over again. And if we lose this game, although we may probably still make, whether it's a wild card, Dallas is scratching the division's back. They right there for the division. Crazy enough is the way they started the season, but Dallas is right there for the division. Eagles need to win at least 3 of these last 4 to put the nail in the coffin. But this is a game that the Eagles need to take serious. I agree with you guys that we will cover the spread. We will get it done, especially being at home. And but this is a game that has to be taken. I won't quite say it's a playoff game. I won't go that far, but it has to be taken serious. We cannot go out here and play with our food. I don't want us to win on a walk-off field goal. I don't want us to win. They coming down and we intercepted for to save the game. They was on the no, bro. We need to go out there and put belt to ass. No, you know what I'm saying? No bullshit, no bad interceptions, turnovers, all that other bullshit. We need to go out there and play some good Eagle football the way we know how to play some good Eagle football. So I agree with you guys. Eagles cover the spread, double digit win. So it's really important that we go out there and win this game today. Can't bullshit today.
Nah, for sure, man. Y'all should clearly win this game by double digits. Clearly. Kenny Pickett. Matter of fact, y'all know my favorite stat. Kenny Pickett's throwing an interception
For an
today.
interception.
Take Kenny Pickett for a fucking interception. There is no way he's gonna come in his first start week, 15 of the season, versus the Eagles defense on the road, fucking freezing temperatures, and not throw an interception. He gonna throw one. Jalen Carter gonna tip one up in the air. He gonna read the coverage wrong. It's his first game. He's throwing an interception. It might happen in the fucking first quarter. All right.
I don't think
Remember I called it.
I don't think Jalen Carter's playing today, but I get your point though. I see what you do. We got some, big
It's
dogs.
two. Yeah, whatever can go wrong will go wrong for Kenny Pickett today.
Yeah.
All right. And whatever can
Got
go
small.
wrong.
He's got small hands. He's got small hands.
He might get strip sacked. I'll take a strip sack over a pick. It's gonna be a pick, strip sack. Something's happening. Something.
Yeah.
First half.
I'm taking both quarterbacks for a turnover. Easy.
I ain't got Jalen Hurts for a turnover today.
Oh,
What happened last
why
week?
not? First
'Cause after
player
what happened
ever
last
to
week,
turn the
bro.
ball over twice on one play. First
Yeah,
player
but
to
he's
do
not a
that.
turnover. He ain't a turnover machine though.
Well, I
Thank you,
can't say.
thank you, D.
He ain't a turnover machine.
Thank
Like
you.
he got more
What
than Kenny
happened
Pickett
happened.
do. He got more than Kenny Pickett do.
No, he do. But look though, he threw four picks last game. The game before that, he threw one pick. Before that, he went 5 straight games. Like he got 2 5-game straight streaks this season of not throwing a pick. He went like the first 5 games without throwing a pick, then he threw a pick, then he went 5 more games without throwing a pick. I just don't think the Raiders is gonna make him force the issue. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna. The Raiders, they're not about to be able to put the fucking pressure on him to make him fuck up. You know, what I'm saying? There ain't gonna be no pressure on him this game.
All right,
Yeah.
Saquon's gonna get 100 yards today. I do believe that. I believe after that 50-yard touchdown run last week, I think he keep it going today. Maybe another 50-yard touchdown run or 40-yard touchdown run.
Man, he about to have 30
see it
carries.
right there on the screen.
He about to have 30 carries.
Hey, now like I was saying to y'all before, I do keep that same energy. And Jalen Hurts so far this season has not been playing up to par. He has not been playing the whole top 5 quarterback the way we've been talking, the way I've been saying that he is. He is. So I will keep that same energy. It's not been looking good. However, it is not his fault, it is not just his fault for the mistakes and the way that we've been looking. It's been a plethora of things, but a lot of people don't really care about a plethora of things. They just look at the quarterback, are you winning or losing? You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, Jalen Hurts definitely haven't been playing the same amount of ball. Haven't been playing some good ball right now. So,
and again, I know it's more that go into it. When I'm talking about Hurts, I'm just more so looking at the offensive scoring output. The last game, he scored 19 points last game. He scored 15 versus Chicago. He scored 21 versus Dallas. 16 versus Detroit. And that's with a win. Like that 16 points wasn't good in none of the 3 games before that. He'd have lost versus Dallas, Chicago. He did lose versus Dallas, Chicago, and LA. And he scored more than 16 when won 2 of them. I just think again, he scored 10 points versus the Packers and won. You know what I'm saying? Like his wins are wins, but I think the wins cover up what really happened with the offense. And you an Eagles fan, so I openly just said it. Like the offense hasn't been that great. It hasn't looked that good. But I think that's what it is. If they were scoring, like they put up 38 on the Giants, 28 on the Vikings. If they was doing that week in, week out, it wouldn't be no question about how it looked. But when you win with 10 points and you win with 16, and then you lose 3 in a row after that, barely scoring points, it's like, yeah, that offense, Hurts needs to step it up. He need to run that offense a little bit better, man. For whatever reason, whatever reason. Because Saquon took a step back too. This time last year, Saquon was knocking on the door for 2,000 yards. Right
Yeah.
now, he don't even got 1,000 yards.
That's that.
So
My
he's literally about 1,000 yards behind where he was at last year.
Our O line is like our O line. Like for one, they banged up, but I mean, we like our that whole the aura that the Eagles O line is known for, the greatness that we've known. We have not been that. You know what I mean? Eagles for the past like maybe what 3, 4, 5 years have been one of the top 3 offensive lines in the league, and we've not been that this year. We've not been that.
no,
We give up penalties. We kind of soften the, you know what I'm saying, or amongst the middle, you know, as far as terms of our guards, you know what I mean? Like we just it's just a disaster everywhere it go, man. It's not good Eagle football, man. It's not good football.
and I think that's really where my concerns start with Jalen Hurts is like when he had the best O line and great weapons and a good run game, it was like, oh, he's winning games. But it seems to me, and it's just my honest opinion, that he can't overcome deficiencies in the offense like the other great quarterbacks in the league. Josh Allen, I don't like this Shakir dude is his best receiver for like the last 2, 3 seasons. Like his offensive line hasn't been great and they put up numbers. He puts up numbers. There's just it seems like Hurts has to prove to me anyway that he's not going to have Brown and Devontae Smith at the same time his whole career. He's not going to have an elite running back or a great O line his whole career because now we're paying you all the money, a lot of money. So he's got to start to show that he can overcome and lift up his teammates around him. And right now it kind of looks the other way around where his teammates and stuff are elevating him, making him look good, but he's not doing that for them. And that might be another root of the AJ Brown beef all year and all last year with
Yeah,
the
because
offense.
AJ Brown doing all this damn complaining, and nigga, you had 2 balls come your way that you should have caught. The one
Pause.
interception, and then the one where he was like he had to. It might have been a little pass interference where he grabbed his hand, but nigga put 2 hands out. Like he should have had that deep ball for real, for real. He should have had that. AJ Brown don't get no excuses because he been running his mouth. So now
Yeah.
it looked bad on him. Like we don't want to hear that now. You had 2 balls thrown your way that could have changed the game. If you was shutting up like Devontae Smith, ain't nobody saying nothing about Devontae Smith all season. He just been quietly getting his 40, 50 yards a game, maybe a touchdown. He ain't complaining about how they win. Because again, he came from Alabama though. He knows how to win. He knows what winning. When you play for Alabama, you know what winning is. You don't care about the stats. You don't care about that shit. You get what I'm saying? Like he comes from
Yeah.
that tree. He's the last of the Nick Saban ears. You feel me? AJ Brown, he got the Randy Moss TO syndrome, low key. Maybe not as bad as TO, but you get what I'm saying? Like he want to be the reason. So with him wanting to be the reason, that shit looked bad last week. Cause nigga, I watched the game. You blew some shit. You been making plays for him too.
Yeah, I was
But
like, AJ Brown
I
has been
seen
playing better like recently.
I seen a stat. Hold on, I seen a stat. AJ Brown's definitely been playing better. The last 3 weeks, AJ Brown's been the #1 receiver in the NFL. But guess what's happened the last 3 weeks? 3 L's. That's not the way y'all gonna win. Yeah, you feel good. You feel great. But nigga, y'all on a 3-game losing streak. And when y'all on a 10-game winning streak and you got 2 touchdowns in it, you throwing temper tantrums. Hey, I ain't even Eagles fan. AJ Brown started to piss me off, making me defend Jalen Hurts a little bit. For real, for real. Like now we get to late in the
No,
season.
you
He been
can't.
doing this shit all season.
You can't.
Like
I don't know. I just
What is
receivers.
Listen, hold up, time out. I got it. Let me just hold up. Listen, D. When we be having our, when we get into our disputes, you know what I'm saying, and you be like, man, don't take it so personal. Don't take. This is why I take it personal because you get it. You get it. And sometimes I feel like you kind of just want to debate just to debate. Because deep down, no Diddy, you understand this shit, bro. And you understand this shit, and sometimes I think you choose not to understand it just for the sake of debate because you understand this shit, bro. Like you said, first of all, Ryan, I'm gonna get to you in 2 seconds, but D, you absolutely right. AJ Brown, if he catch them balls last week, we're not even talking about Jalen Hurts because we probably would have won the game. You know what I'm saying? And then, like you said, AJ Brown been running his mouth, talking about all, get him involved and everything else. Well, we've got you involved. You've been getting over 100 yards every week for the last 3 weeks, and we've been losing for the last 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? But nobody talks about that. It's just Jalen Hurts. You just hear Jalen Hurts. We don't hear nothing now. I guess how can you say it's AJ Brown's fault? I guess if he's has 100 yards, you know what I mean. I guess, but at the end of the day, that ain't the way that that's not the way that we need to be winning right now. You getting your 100 yards don't do nothing for us. It looks like empty calories because you getting all them yards, but we losing. So it does nothing for us. Now, Ryan, let me get to you right now. That statement that you made is exactly why I be saying what I say, why I go the way I go. Why does Jalen Hurts? Okay, so when he wins, right? When he wins, it's he has AJ Brown, he got Devontae Smith, he got the offensive line, he got the defense. When he when shit like you said, when the offensive line ain't working out, when AJ Brown, when the receivers ain't working out, when the defense can't hold you down, and then you lose, now we gonna hold you blame. But we not gonna give you the grace of what we do for the others, like we do for you. We're not gonna say that because because we've seen it with and we'll prove it. Go out and prove it. You had it. Well, when Josh Allen had both a defense and an offense, what did they do? Nothing. When Lamar Jackson had both the offense and the defense, what did they do? Nothing. Now Joe Burrow has he kind of only had a defense, I guess you could say, for 1 year. That year they went to the Super Bowl. He went there and he lost. He got there though. Granted, he got there. I'm gonna give him his respect. He got there. But for the most part, they had a top offense. The Bengals as always do. And what do? Nothing. So I mean, everybody else has had the cupboard for them. The cupboard has been full, refrigerator full, and they've lost. So only Jalen Hurts has to. When the cupboard is full, when we win, it's because of that. But when we lose, I got to see you do it without them. It's like that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's not fair. That's not right.
Let me
That
ask
is
you a
not right.
question. Is the cupboard full for Drake May and for the Justin Herberts? Do they got full cupboards? Like, is Drake May and Justin Herbert expected to do like it's the Chargers? Really, the Chargers. Because Drake May is new. We gonna give him grace because this is only his second year in the league. This is great for him.
I would
He's
say
playing with
for
house money. He's playing with house money at 10-2. Justin Herbert cannot afford to go into the playoffs and just lose in the first round because they're gonna be playing in the first round. He can't afford that. Like as far as like he's been a quarterback for years now. He's like I'm just saying as far as he's one of those ones that's Ryan got him top five. I feel like he's knocking at the door trying to get into the top five. Is his cupboard considered full with the Chargers?
I would say so. I mean, you got a solid run game. You got weapons in your for your receivers. You got a pretty solid defense, and a good coach. You know what I mean? Coaching matters. You got a solid coach. You know what I mean? So I would say the cup now for Justin Herbert, the cupboard it's full, but it isn't as full as Drake May and or Bo Nix. I think both of them right now has better offenses and
Mm-hmm.
defenses than Justin Herbert right now. You know what I'm saying? So now is the Josh Allen right now. I'll get for the past 2 seasons. I'll give you Josh Allen as he's the reason why I agree that he won MVP last year because he didn't have a Derrick Henry the way people were saying for Lamar Jackson should have been MVP. He didn't have a Derrick Henry. He didn't have the defense that Lamar Jackson had last year. So I was cool with him winning MVP last year. You know what I'm saying? I was cool with that. So as far as your cupboard bear question, he's the only one that I will give you some grace for as far as not having the cupboard full. But that's what I'm saying though. When others lose, y'all don't give him the grace of y'all don't give them the grace. Y'all don't say that for them. It's you know what I
I
mean?
So first of all, a couple of things. First of all, the last 3-4 years, the Eagles have had the best roster, correct?
I agree.
Yeah. So no one's cupboard has been more full than Hurts. Hurts, he's got the fullest cupboard.
No, but when he wins, you say that though. You say it's because he got not that he's a good quarterback. You say it's because he got
No, I
X,
think
Y, and Z.
But when
yeah,
they
no.
win, it's when they win 16-10,
Yeah.
10-7. That's when it looked like it's the cupboard around him.
Yeah, it's just that you want. It's like okay, when he's winning, you want him to be talked about in the same breath as the top 3 or 4 quarterbacks in the league, and I just by his play on the field, I don't think it warrants that. And I'm not saying, oh, it's all his fault and you can't win with Hurts. I'm just saying when you talk about Hurts as a top 5 quarterback, he should be overcoming deficiencies in the offense, not succumbing to them. And right now, it's like if things aren't clicking well, he will put up 125 yards, and they might win the game 13-10 or 10-7. And it's not a knock saying he's not a winning quarterback. I think he's a winning quarterback. But for me, when it comes to elite quarterback play, quarterback wins is not a stat that I look at. Now, I don't value quarterback wins as high as maybe you do or other people do when I'm determining if a quarterback is elite or not. So I think he's had the best weapons, so the best supporting cast, as far as defense, everything, and he has won on it. But I just don't think he's worth talking about as a top 5 quarterback. I think he's top 10, maybe 9 or 10 for me.
Right.
But
My point to what I'm saying is also well another point I should say is to where like how you just said and DU as well. Uh, Jalen Hurts will win a game having 160 yards. Will win a game, right? 160
Mm-hmm.
passing yards. Win a game. And we say just what you just said. It's because of this, because of that. He could win with 100 and some yards, right? Okay. Another quarterback, and I'm sure y'all have seen it on my Facebook or whatever. I'm sure y'all have seen or me talk about it. There's other quarterbacks. Matt Stafford have done it. I think Josh Allen have done it, where they'll win the game and they'll have like 150 something yards or less than what Jalen Hurts have had, and there's zero chatter, nothing. And then y'all, like I said, you'll see. I got Facebook post. I've said it where there's nothing. There's quiet. Everybody's quiet. But only Jalen Hurts when he win with 160 yards, it's a big deal. It's a big. But I don't know. I just think there's for whatever reason there's an extra microscope on Jalen Hurts, and I don't know why. It's like we want to see you do it when there's nobody, and when you can't, we're gonna say, see, that's what I'm talking about right there. As to where when the others do that, we give them grace, and I don't understand why. I'll never understand why. Like you said, D, he'll never be on them. I'll never understand. I will never understand it.
For me, it just go back to and Jalen Hurts is not Tom Brady at all. But it go back to the Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady debates, where people obviously Tom Brady is the GOAT. He's this and he's that. We know what Tom Brady is. But as a Packers fan, bruh, I don't watch Tom Brady win Super Bowls with fucking 17 points. Super Bowls. I don't watch Aaron Rodgers lose fucking playoff games with 35 points. You see what I'm saying? I've
Mhm.
watched Aaron Rodgers go out there and put up fucking 35 points and we lose playoff games. Multiple playoff games. Not once, not twice. Onside kicks, beat us, all type of shit. I done watched Aaron Rodgers do it. Tom Brady can go out there and win a Super Bowl and score 15 or 17 points versus the Rams. He can go out there and score 17 points versus the fucking Seahawks, or just his Super Bowls. Some of them have been mediocre. Some of his playoff games, he scored 17 points, 20 points, and got dubs. Aaron Rodgers could never do that. It's the same. It's not the same thing. Like I said, Jalen Hurts is not Tom Brady. But when you flip it, nigga, Joe Burrow, and I hate to keep using him, but Joe Burrow can't go win a game with 17 points. He can't go win a game with 16 points. He's dropping 30 and losing. Jalen Hurts can win games with 16 points, with 10 points. 10 points. Like, again, it's not a knock on Jalen Hurts. It's just it is, but it ain't. It is because it's like, damn, you only scored 10 points. That's the knock. It's like you only scored 10 points. But then the help is like, nigga, your team rallied around you and y'all still won the game convincingly with 10 points. Like y'all beat the Packers and the Packers never really had a chance. And y'all only scored 10 points. Y'all won 16, y'all scored 16 points and dominated the game. So everybody don't get that. All quarterbacks don't get that luxury. Like 90% of the quarterbacks in the league can't win a game with 16 points. Now Jalen Hurts do it all the time. So I mean, he's perfected it. If it's a close game, he's clutch. That's clutch, and that is a gene. Clutch is a skill. So is decision making. Those are two intangibles that you can't really measure. You can go off of completion percentage and say that's his decision making, but I'm more so talking about his decision making on 3rd and 6, his decision making to get them on 1st and 10, to get them down to 2nd and 3. You know what I'm saying? That's where Jalen Hurts thrives at, is clock management and clutch situations. Now he has games where, like you say, if you make him throw for 300, yeah, he got games where he has done that, but he don't do it consistently enough for me to just say like, yeah, he gonna go for 300 if he need to. I don't know. You just never know, for real, for real. You just never. But I do know for sure, is that the Eagles is gonna be within fucking 6 points of whoever they're playing, because that team is gonna keep the game wherever it need to be. But I'm gonna leave it at that, man. I ain't gonna harp on the Eagles too much.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
They better win this game. That's all I know.
Because we talking about a game that they should win. We all got them winning by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I think all in all, Eagles are a great team. There's no way they should be losing to the fucking Raiders at home. No way.
No way.
All
right, man. Let's move on. Keep it moving, man. Get to a shout out to Will right here. We got the Packers 9-3-1. My Packers versus the Broncos. Broncos is 11-2. Or you can get the Packers. The Packers is 1.5 point favorites, or you can get the Broncos on the money line at plus 102. I had to walk away to come get my motherfucking Packers helmet. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had it on in a while, but we here. We back. It's still here. Still here, all right?
He got on a Bengals hat, a Ravens jersey, and he's holding his
Packers helmet. This is where the love is at, though, right here, all right? This is where the love is at. Lamar just my favorite player. I bleed green and yellow. Don't forget that shit. And I live in Cincinnati.
Crazy.
A lot of caveats.
Hey,
hey.
Real quick. Shout out to your pops, man. He's one of the realest. He's real. He's a real one, man. Shout out to him, man. And shout out to him.
Man, because you see that stat he put in there?
Man,
Tom Brady won a Super Bowl without throwing a touchdown. You hear me?
Real one.
It's a team sport, okay?
And like sometimes, said, and we call him the GOAT. He
won a Super Bowl without throwing a touchdown, bro. Aaron Rodgers could never. Bro, we ain't never had no fucking defense like that. Oh, we gonna go out here and win a game 17-10. My Packers ain't never did that shit. I know we ain't never did that shit. Maybe basically, accidental through the regular season, we stumbled upon a 17-10 win. All right, and we ain't doing that in the playoffs, bro.
Basically, I read from that comment is when it's all said and done, Jalen Hurts gonna be in the GOAT convo. That's what I got from that.
Yeah, you read between the lines. I can't even see that far between the lines.
That's insane.
I can't even see that far between the lines. But look, my Packers is playing arguably the best team in the NFL today. Best defense, easily. Easily. The Browns is a close second. But the Broncos got the DBs to back it up.
Yeah, I mean, Texans, Broncos they playing some great defense right now.
Playing some great ball.
Yeah,
playing some great ball, man.
Broncos defense.
I'm nervous for the Packers, bro. We won 4 out of our last 5, but the Broncos done better than that. Shit, they on a streaking.
Will, this one's for you.
Yeah,
I'm the Broncos, man. Let's get that respect, man. Listen, Broncos been being disrespected all year. They talking about the offense, Bo Nix, but their defense, they keep winning games, man. They just keep winning games. It's in Mile High. It's actually 61 degrees. I don't know how Denver is that warm. The rest of the country is frozen. But 61 in Denver. They're at home. I'm taking the Broncos to win this game. I think it'll be a signature win for them on the season, getting a quality win. And I think the Broncos are going to lock up the 1 seed, and the AFC is going to go through Denver this year. I think the Patriots lose today. I think the Broncos win, and I think that will set them in the driver's seat for the number 1 seed. And I could see the Broncos in the AFC Championship game this year because of that defense.
Ooh, go ahead, Tom.
I am a big Broncos and Detroit Lions fan this week. For sake of conference standings. The Eagles, if I'm not mistaken, are in the number 3 spot and has a chance to at least get to the number 2 if the Denver Broncos beat the Packers. The Eagles hold the tiebreaker over the Green Bay Packers. So for conference sake and standing sake, I am a Broncos fan today. So go Broncos! Definitely hoping they handle their business at home and get it done. And along, like you said, they got the best defense in the league. I can attest to that. DBs is phenomenal DBs, you know what I'm saying, with Pat Surtain, the reigning defensive player of the year, and the crew, and I know with guys like Christian Watkins and some of that speed that he has, I know that them DBs are gonna have to be ready. So, and if I'm not mistaken, is Josh Jacobs playing today?
Yeah.
Oh, he is playing. Okay. I seen something. I thought he wasn't playing today, but yeah, it'll be interesting, man. With you guys on the road, it'll be a good test for you guys. You know what I'm saying? To see what you guys can do, but ultimately, and also be a good test for them. With a good, out of conference team coming in. If you want to call them a rival, I guess maybe you could say that former Super Bowl team. You know what I'm saying? Match, but yeah, ultimately, I'm rolling with the Broncos here. I like it in a close one too. I like the Broncos to win in a close one. Something on the lines of like, let's say 24-21 on a walk-off field goal, maybe even in overtime. Overtime walk-off field goal.
Okay. When I think about the Packers and the Broncos, I think about the Super Bowl in 1998. I think about John Elway. That's the helicopter. When remember he tried to dive in the end zone, got the helicopter spin around.
Yeah.
That's that game. I think about that play. I think about the fucking Broncos beating us 31-24. All right, this is when I became a Packers fan. Brett Favre was fresh off 3 MVPs in a row. They got to the Super Bowl. This was his first Super Bowl. No, I'm sorry. This was his second Super Bowl appearance. The first year we beat the Patriots. Then we went right back the next year and we played the motherfucking Broncos. And the Broncos had never had a Super Bowl. This was John Elway's 4th Super Bowl appearance. Terrell Davis scored 3 touchdowns in that game. I think Brett Favre threw for 2 touchdowns. But I know Terrell Davis scored 3 touchdowns, walked into the Hall of Fame. So I got the Packers winning this game. I got mad respect for the Broncos organization. I ain't about to disrespect them. I don't like Sean Payton. I think Sean Payton is overhyped. I think people call him the quarterback whisperer and shit. He's only fucking whispered 1 quarterback. He's only had literally like, what the fuck? Like people act like Sean Payton is just he's groundbreaking. He's just amazing. Oh, the Cowboys need to get the nigga had Drew Brees his whole career. He's done nothing without Drew Brees till this year. Literally, this is the first year he's done anything without Drew Brees. It ain't like he was taking those Saints teams to the playoffs when he had Drew Brees. They was going 7-9, 7-9, 7-9, 7-9, like 3 years in a row. I remember that. All right, so I'm not pro Sean. I don't like Russell Wilson either. So when Russell Wilson was there and they was beefing, I was just loving that. Like, yep. I don't like neither one of you niggas. Y'all can't get along. It's turmoil. Now Sean Payton got that shit together. And so I give him his credit. He got that shit together. So we're going to see what he do in the playoffs. You feel me? But for this game, it has no playoff effects. We both teams is trying to get first round buys. That's the playoff effects on opposite sides, AFC and NFC. So both teams got something to play for. This is going to be a playoff type game.
Yeah.
It's going to be a playoff type game. I got my Packers winning just because I ain't put this goddamn helmet on to pick the Broncos. Let's be real. But it's a 50-50 game, man. It's a 50-50 game. I'm gonna take the Packers with the Super Bowl score, 31-24, for some nostalgia. You feel me? 3 passing touchdowns from Michael Jordan Love to complement those 3 rushing touchdowns that Terrell Davis had back in 1990. I don't think Josh Jacobs running for 3, but I think Jordan Love throwing for 3 today against that vaunted Broncos defense.
This ain't
that top 3 defense. This is going to be a coming out party for Jordan Love and the Packers. We're going to win this game 30-21. 9 points. Not no 7-point, not no walk-off field goal. 30-21. I think our offense is better than their offense. I think their defense is better than our defense. but I think our defense is closer to their defense than their offense is to our offense. We got a great defense too. All right, we got a future Hall of Famer on our defensive line too, named Michael Parsons. He could explode today for 3 sacks and fuck up the whole shit. Okay, he could get 2 strip sacks for all we know and fuck up all of Sean Payton's plans and Bo Nix's plans. All right, they got a great defense too. They ain't got no Michael Parsons. They got the reigning defensive player of the year. He played DB. He ain't on the line. All right, so
What's
give
your
it up
favorite
for
stat?
the,
Take him for an interception. Take him for an interception.
who?
Jordan Love.
Nah, no picks today. No picks. No picks today, bro.
Yeah, Michael Jordan Love.
No picks. Do not
Yeah,
take
got him
Michael
for an
Jordan
interception. Defensive Player of the Year, Pat Surtain, getting the pick. Yeah.
We
And
gonna
first
stay
of all,
away
bro,
from
listen,
Surtain.
this ain't no Hallmark movie, bro. You ain't about to be nostalgic, just 3 touchdowns for this to represent 1998 and this and that. Nah, hell nah, man. Hell nah.
Yes,
Broncos
sir.
by a touchdown, man. Broncos by a touchdown, man. Hell nah.
Hey, I'm just calling it how I see it, man. I analyzed it. This is what I came back with, bro. I came back 30-21 Packers. That's how I see it.
Yeah, man. What's the over under on this game?
The over under, let me see. The over under is at 42.5. 42.5. Yeah, so a 30-21 with the over is pretty sweet. That'll have your ticket looking real nice right there.
These defenses, man. I got the under. I think I'm going 21 to 14.
Ooh, you only giving us 14 today?
14 today.
Ooh, no. We going for a 30 ball today, man.
I can see the highlight. I can see the highlight now on Sports Center. Love hurts. Yeah, man. They're gonna be playing that song. Yeah.
Oh shoot. Yeah. Who you got, Timothy? Packers?
No, I'm taking Broncos.
Oh, you did say you was taking the Broncos.
Yeah, I'm taking Broncos.
Yeah, y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy. Y'all got to get that hate out your heart, bro.
Yeah. It's paying the respect, man, to Broncos.
I'm sorry. Hey, we gonna move on, man. The beautiful thing about it is we shall see. All right, we shall see.
We shall see.
All right, we got the Lions 8-5 taking on the Rams 10-3. The Lions are 6-point underdogs, or you can get them plus 200 on the money line. So my biggest question right off the bat is anybody, Ryan, you taking the Rams -6 versus the Lions?
I'm not taking the -6. I would feel a lot better about just taking maybe Rams money line, or I kind of feeling an upset here, man. I'm kind of feeling an upset here, man. The LA doesn't really have a home field advantage. It will be good weather indoors, which I know the Rams have been balling, so much respect to them. Matt Stafford's MVP, but I think the Lions can put up some points today. I think a big game from Jahmyr Gibbs. I think they can score a lot of points today. I think it'll be a shootout. I would definitely think about taking the over, and I'm gonna go 31-30 Lions.
Okay, shootout. A nice little shootout. That ain't bad, man.
I'm going with a shootout. I'm going Lions on the upset here.
Jared Goff playing his old team, man. If anybody got something for Jared Goff, it's gonna be Sean McVay. But again, it ain't even took Sean McVay to make the Lions have a mediocre season this year. So I'm taking the Rams at home. I don't think Jared Goff goes in there and just conquers his demons. Not today. I think the Rams is having a better season. I think the Rams got a lot to play for because they're trying to keep the Packers off of them. So I would love for the Rams to lose today. Would love for it because it would definitely help us for this #1 seed. We already swept Detroit, so I'm not worried about Detroit no more. I honestly don't want to see neither team in the playoffs. As a Packers fan, I don't want to see neither one of these teams. I know I'm gonna have to see one of them though, but I don't want to see neither team. I don't want to see. It's just too many teams I don't want to see. I don't want to see Detroit. I don't want to see the Rams. I don't want to see the Niners. I don't want to see the Eagles. Give me the Seahawks in the first round. No, give me the Seahawks. Wow. If I gotta pick between those teams,
their defense
Rams, Niners, right now too. Rams, Niners, Eagles. Who else did I just say?
Lions.
I don't want to see neither. All right, give me the Seahawks. Cowboys, give me the Seahawks. Like, let the Bucks sneak in the playoffs somehow. Fuck all that. Like, shit.
Uh,
Sheesh. The
uh,
gauntlet is in the NFC this year. The
Somebody got
gauntlet is in the
dominated.
NFC.
lost.
Because man, I 4 or 5 teams that I don't want to see. The
Somebody
Cowboys
got
can
Yeah.
get
really
hot
low
and put up
on
40.
this.
They put up 40 on us, matter of fact. Literally. We tied 41-41, something like that. I don't
Yeah.
want to see them again. I don't want to see the Eagles. They already beat us. I don't want to see Detroit. We already beat them twice. We got to beat them fucking 3 times in the season. I don't want to see the Rams because they might be the best team in the NFC. I don't want to see the Niners because they own us. Like, like fucking Shanahan owned the Packers. He owns LaFleur. So
I think
it's
Seattle's gonna be the number one seed
bro. We
in
need the
in
number
the
one
NFC.
seed. We need it.
Y'all going down today. Rams are going down. Seahawks going in. Number one seed going into the last 3 games. We'll see how it goes. God, but yeah, I mean, you're not crazy for picking the Rams. I mean, I think they're the best. I mean, they've been the best, most consistent team in the league this year. So, but I can see the upset here, man. I think the Lions gonna come ready to play, man. I think Jahmyr Gibbs anytime touchdown is looking real nice.
Oh, always. Tim, break the tie.
Yeah, man, I'm rolling with Detroit, man. Oh, and this is
Ooh.
a more of a want
Never
than
mind,
what
Tim. Never mind.
I.
Thought you was
Yeah,
going with the
Tim, come
Rams.
on, man. We get
Thought you was going with
it's
the Rams,
upsets
man.
every week, man. It's upsets
Yeah,
every week.
like I was saying last segment with the Packers. This is more of a want, you know what I'm saying? Because like you said, D, if Lions can, this would help in the standings. So the Rams, I believe the Rams have 2 games ahead of Philly. So we would actually need them to lose twice, as to where if Philly wins today and Green Bay loses, they would switch swaps. Great Philly would go to the 2 spot. Um, so I'm definitely rooting for the Lions to hear. So we'll see. Jared Goff, he's like D. You said Sean McVay has normally has something for Jared Goff, but Jared Goff does good when he plays against his former team. This isn't the first time that he's played against him. He normally balls out, but at the same time, Matt Stafford does the same thing when he plays his former team. He balls out as well. Um, so it'll be interesting. I just hope that like you guys said with Gibbs and Montgomery and Williams and Saint Brown. Hopefully that offense is can just overcome what the with Puka Nakua and Adams and what Matt Stafford is bringing to the table. So we'll see. That defense that the Rams got is very good defense with Jared Verse and the crew. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that plays out. It'll be interesting, but ultimately I'm rooting for Detroit. Hopefully they get it done. And I believe it'll be a high scoring game somewhere on the lines of I'll take Detroit 35-30. I'll take Detroit. I think they score a late touchdown to put them up 35-30.
2 shootouts, man. Ryan got it 31-30. You got 35-30. I'm
Yeah.
taking the Rams 30-27.
Come on,
So
man.
yeah, we all got it high scoring, man. That's pretty sweet. Honorable mention, real quick, before we get to these tickets. Honorable mention: 49ers versus the Titans. 49ers 12.5-point favorites. They win by 2 touchdowns.
Yes. Easy.
Why is that an honorable mention?
Because
For
I ain't about to sit here
Pops.
and keep talking about the game. I'm just giving this is just for Dre. Shout out to Dre. Shout out to
Oh,
Dot.
okay. Yeah, we do got okay. Yes, okay.
Yeah, shout out to the Titans fans. They y'all gonna start talking about the Titans. All right. Do they lose by 2 touchdowns today or not?
Niners
Yeah.
roll easy. Niners convincing.
Easy.
Yeah.
I got the
Yeah.
Niners minus 12.5.
Philip Rivers, real quick. What y'all think about him coming back? Is that crazy?
That's the honorable mention. That's the good one.
Yeah. That's what I want. I
Yeah.
wanted to.
Well,
We'll
let's
see.
do it then. Colts versus Seahawks. Seahawks is 13.5-point favorites. All right. Or you can get the
Bro.
Colts plus 750 on the money line. Anybody
No.
jumping off that bridge?
I would put whatever I
I'm
have in
going
my
Colts.
savings.
I'm going Colts. It's
You going
magic.
Colts?
It's magic right now.
Mm.
First thing Monday morning on ESPN, we about to see Phillip Rivers. I guarantee you, that's gonna be the first segment to start ESPN. Phillip Rivers lead the Colts to a game-winning drive. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Can you imagine? I'm going Colts
Mm,
here, man. I'm going Colts.
mm, mm.
That's insane. I would put my life savings on the Seahawks money line.
On
My
Sam
life
Darnold.
savings, bro. My life savings, bro. Everything. Like I ain't gonna be able to pay my rent on the first if this don't hit. That's how much I believe in what the Seahawks are gonna win this game. I'm like genuinely scared for Phillip Rivers. He looked fat on the podium. He looked fat as hell, bro.
He
He
did look like
needs
about
They
some
said what you
260.
weigh.
milk.
He like I don't even know what I
He
weigh. He
looked
like,
terrible, bro.
bro. I'm like it looked like he was been drinking Budweiser, just kicking it.
That nigga looked like Thor on Endgame.
Yeah, man. He's looking rough, man. That dude's a
Real
literal. He's
shit.
literally a grandpa, man. He has
I'm
a
going with the
grand.
Colts, man. It's
No,
magic,
no,
man.
no, man. If this
Bruh.
will be the greatest. He'll win comeback player of the year off one game. They win
It's
this,
magic,
Bruh.
bro.
In the
bro.
words
He'll
of
win
Rocket
comeback player of the year.
Raccoon, in the words of Rocket Raccoon, Phillip Rivers looked like melted ice cream.
Melted ice cream,
I'm telling you,
bro.
man. It's
The
magic.
Seahawks defense been balling. He could, he could die. He could die. He could die. He could literally lose his life out there. We have to, bro. They gotta have paramedic. Everyone's gotta be on standby any point.
Hey, look,
Just
listen to this. I just threw this ticket in real quick. If you take the Colts money line plus 750 and you take the Chargers money line over the Chiefs plus 215, that's $5 for 135.
I'm putting
I
that
had
in as soon as
I
we
had
get
to put
off
it
here.
in just because I don't even think the Chargers are gonna win, but
I'm
I don't
putting
think the
that
fucking
in as
Colts is gonna win
soon.
bro,
either. So I
listen,
mean, what the hell?
listen.
Hey,
Y'all could have just gave me y'all $5. It would have
man,
went to a better place. It would have
Chargers and
went to a
Colts
better
win
place.
today. Give me
It
a
would have
one.
went.
Put me on.
It would
That's
have went to a better
135,
place,
bro.
man. Y'all could have just
And
given
I
me y'all
took the
five, man.
Chiefs. I took the Chiefs to win that game, but that's too good of a bet to turn
Me
down.
too. Yeah,
I,
exactly. Me too. Like,
I
what the
gotta take
hell?
that.
We don't know what Phillip Rivers is gonna do. Technically,
Look
we got an
like
idea.
shit. Look like shit. We don't
We got
know
an
what he about to. He
idea.
about to look like.
We got an
I
idea.
like
But in the
Phillip Rivers,
event,
man.
in
Stand
the
up
event that
guy.
he don't,
A
in
real
the event
legend in
that
the
he
game. A
don't,
true legend in the game, bro. He is 45. He ain't played in 5 years.
bro. If Phillip
It
Rivers
was,
wins a playoff, if he wins two
bro.
playoff
He
games with
came
them,
back. He said it's nice to have the people in the press conference room again. He ain't played since COVID.
No, you're
bro.
not.
If he goes anywhere, if he goes to the AFC Championship game with them, or he
Bro,
might
come
be going
on,
to the Hall of
guys. This
Fame. He
ain't.
might
This
be
Yeah,
ain't
setting
a
no,
up.
you're
He
fucking.
might
not.
go to the Hall of Fame, bro.
This
He's
ain't
trying
a
to pad his
fucking
Hall of.
movie,
He's
man.
trying to
This
pad
ain't
his
a
Hall of Fame
fucking
resume.
movie.
He's
This
This
ain't
trying
a
to
is a
pad his Hall
movie.
of
movie.
Fame resume.
This is not
This
a
is
movie.
a movie. It's happening.
Bruh,
It's
the door is
happening.
back open for Phillip Rivers to get in the Hall of
It's
Fame.
like what's the dude from what's the Bernie Mac Mr. 3000? He just coming back for his
Yeah,
first 3,000
exactly.
hit.
Exactly.
It's happening.
No
It's
way,
happening.
man. He is gonna get murdered out
Hey,
there.
shout out to Mr. 3000. That was a good movie.
Remember that? Y'all seen that clip where he was like, I think it's something like where he be like 90-yard touchdown,
Yeah.
90-yard touch. I can't wait to see something like that today, man. It's gonna
Yeah, no.
happen.
Listen, Phillip Rivers a player. I loved him as a player. He always talking shit, never cuss. He said, "I will scream in your ear.
Yeah,
I
I
will
will.
scream in your ear."
He said, hey, 17, chill, man. He said, I'm allowed
Yeah,
to talk. He said, I'm allowed to. He said, hey, but
I
don't
can't.
scream in
I,
my.
I can't be excited. I can't get excited.
He said, yeah, you can get excited,
Hey,
but don't
real
scream in my
quick.
ear.
Is
Oh, I will
Antonio
scream
Gates
in
a
your
Hall of
ear.
Famer?
Who?
Antonio Gates, yeah.
He a Hall of Famer? Antonio Gates?
Oh, yeah, hands down. Easy.
All right. So Phillip Rivers will be at an induction ceremony. He might not get his own, but he will be at one because he made that Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
Not made him, but they would. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm
No,
saying? They would.
yeah. I
yes.
know what you're saying.
He
Yeah,
was his
Yeah,
yeah.
quarterback the
he
whole
was his
trip.
quarterback. He was his quarterback.
I think he was a year with Breeze, like before Phillip got there,
With Breeze.
or a year or two
Yeah, I
with
mean,
Breeze.
yeah, he probably had a couple good years, but his Hall of Fame career is with Phillip
Oh,
Rivers on him that much.
yeah,
Who was
95%.
LT's quarterback? Is that Breeze too?
Some Breeze, but mostly Phillip Rivers again. But he did have some Breeze.
He had more Breeze than
Yeah,
Antonio
more
Gates
Breeze
did.
than
Pause.
No, he had more Phillip Rivers than Breeze, but he had more Breeze than Antonio Gates did. He
Antonio
was there
Gates, yeah,
first.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was drafted to the Chargers.
Got you.
Sorry.
Okay.
I mean, Antonio Gates was too, but he was just there first.
Yeah, that was
I remember
was
LaDainian
L-
Tomlinson. He was on the
there
game
before
overall.
Breeze, I think.
Yeah. He was on. I remember him on Madden. He was overall 74 or some shit when he first was on there. Boy, I was playing that. I didn't know who the hell Tomlinson was. I found that. Then I found out with the rest of the world.
One of the goats for sure. I fuck with
Yeah.
him too.
All right, man. Let's get into the tickets, man.
Yeah, let's get into the tickets.
Let's slide into these tickets, brother. All right, y'all. Y'all know per usual, we got double ups plus 100s. That's what I'm bringing to the table for y'all. We ain't even gonna waste no time. Let's get right into it. I got player props. All right. So from the Eagles game last week, we took Devontae Smith for 40 yards. He finished with 38 or 37. Today, I paid him for 30 yards. Devontae Smith for 30 yards. Lamar Jackson for 175 passing yards in a shootout versus the Bengals. They have no defense. I don't care who he win or lose. He throwing for 175. He threw for over 200 2 weeks ago when they played, and he was coming back from injury. Xavier Worthy, 2 catches versus the Chargers. Their receiving room is meh at best, but he's been getting 3 catches to 4 catches a game. So 2 catches is safe. That's why it's minus 700 for his 2 catches. And then again, Trevor Lawrence, 175 passing yards. He's been balling, throwing over 200 yards, throwing multiple touchdowns a game. He's playing the lowly Jets. Their Jets won't be able to control the ball. The Jaguars will control the ball all game. So he will be stringing drives together. He will be getting 175 passing yards easy. So Lamar Jackson, 175 passing yards. Devontae Smith, 30 receiving yards. Xavier Worthy, 2 receptions. Trevor Lawrence, 175 passing yards. Easy double up, plus 121. Y'all rocking with that?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I'm tailing that bet. So hell yeah, I'm
Yes,
rocking
sir.
with it.
Yes, sir. Hey, that's just 1 of 3. That's just 1 of 3. All right. The next one, another player prop ticket for y'all. All right. I got Jamison Williams for the Detroit Lions with 3 catches. I got Jawan Jennings for the 49ers for 30 yards. And I got Jawan Johnson, keep it in the Jawans, for the New Orleans Saints for 3 catches. If y'all been betting with us, we didn't took Jawan Johnson for 4 catches in the past on the same show, and he didn't got the 4 catches. So it should be self-explanatory as to why he's going to get the 3 catches. Jawan Jennings, he's been living at 40, 50 yards a game, sometimes even 60, 70 yards. This 30 yards should be light. He's the number 1 receiver for the 49ers, not Deebo Samuel. Jawan Jennings is the number 1 receiver for the 49ers. 30 yards is light. Jamison Williams, 3 catches versus the Rams. Obviously, St. Brown is the number 1 receiver, but Laporta has been hurt, and he's gone. So they've been going with both of their receivers. Jamison Williams has been catching 4 or 5 catches a game. I started to take him for the yards, but I took him for the catches instead because I think that can happen a lot quicker, and he can get 3 catches and not have the yards. So I'm rolling with his 3 catches versus the Rams. I'm rolling with Jawan Jennings, 30 yards. Those are both a number 1 receiver and a number 2 receiver. And then the number 1 tight end for the Saints, Jawan Johnson, for 3 catches. All right, that's easy money again. Are y'all rocking with that one?
I like that one too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Easy money.
Yeah.
Easy money. And I combined all of these together into one big parlay, but we get to I'll talk about that after this last one. So now my last ticket, I didn't do player props. I picked the games. Just 3 games that I thought were gimmies. I teased the Eagles down from 11.5 to 6.5 points over the Raiders. Just win by a touchdown. I don't want a walk-off field goal. I want y'all to go out there and win convincingly. The Eagles should want themselves to go out there and win convincingly. They need it. All right. I got the over 33.5. I teased it down for the Chargers versus the Chiefs. Last time they played, it was 27-21. That's 48 points. So that's 15 points more or 14 points more than the 33.5 because we need to get to 34. So they got the 48 the first game. Just get the 34 this game. I don't give a fuck how y'all get there. I don't care who wins. Just get the 34. Then I got the Niners over the Titans, minus 3.5. The Niners should win this game over the Titans the same way the Eagles should win their game over the Raiders. Easy. Easy. It's self-explanatory. It's easy. Cam Ward ain't been good all year. Titans is going to be a top 3 pick. Niners is going to the playoffs. They've been eliminating the competition. They've been beating up on the weaker teams. I expect that to happen again today. So I got the Eagles over the Raiders by 6.5. I got over 33.5 points for the Chargers and the Chiefs. And I got the Niners beating the Titans by 3.5 points. That's plus 112. Another easy, better than a double up. All right. And when you put all 3 of those together, you get a ticket that's plus 856. And to put some more perspective on that for everybody, if you take all three of my parlays that I just posted for y'all, those are all 3 plus 100s. I put money on all those individually. But when you put them all together, if you put 25 on it, it's 214. So you can take them all and bet them all individually, like I did. I put 25 on each individual parlay, each plus 100, and then I put 25 on all three of them combined. So if the ticket hit, if all three of these parlays hit, it's just gonna be a great payday for me. You know what I'm saying? A great payday. And I do believe all three of them will hit. I love these plus 100s today. I love them. I'm at least going 2 for 3. So we're gonna make money regardless. All right. I put the same amount on each ticket. We're gonna make money regardless. All we gotta do is hit 2 out of 3 bets. If all 3 of the bets hit, we up over $300 for the day. So those are my tickets. All right. If you're watching live and you want to bet the tickets, you can rewind the video, pause it. But I'm going to post the links in the description on YouTube. So you will have to go to the YouTube page to be able to just click the link and make these bets. Or you can just watch the video and rewind it. However you want to do it, whatever works for you. Those are the tickets. I'm gonna let y'all give me some feedback, but that's what I'm rocking with today.
Little
Said my piece,
backstory.
man.
Little backstory. The last plus 100 you made, I went to tell that one too. Didn't realize I already had a couple selections in there. Ended up making a 5-legger on the last parlay you made, and I had Bills money line on there, and I believe I had Chargers as well. Didn't even mean to make that bet, but it was like plus like 500 odds on that one, so 600. So I did tell the first one and the last one, and then I'm gonna make that 8-leg too as well. So and I mean the bets have been hitting, fellas. I mean it's
Oh,
kind
4 for
of
4 the last 2 days. My bad.
yeah
4 for 4.
exactly. So it's like
Tim can vouch. You can check the Facebook page.
yeah. So tailing is a no-brainer for me, man. That's what I'm doing.
Hey man, when I'm hot, bro, this is the time to get on it when I'm hot, because I'll go 7, 8 out of 10, and I might have a little losing streak where I lose 2 out of 3 or something. But you got to get them when you hot. That's when you got to get up the bets, up the bets, up the bets for the double ups. Go ahead, Timothy.
Man, that was I'm pretty big on like superstition, probably a little more than I should be. So there was a stretch when like I would tell your bets and I wouldn't win. And then when I didn't tell, you would win. So there was a stretch when I'm like, man, am I jinxing this dude? Like, is it me? Am I jinxing him? So there was a while where I was just like, man, I'm not. I'm gonna just leave him alone, man. Let him do his thing, and you will be winning, man. And I'm like, man, I need to get in on that. I need to, but you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I don't want to jinx this dude, so I'm gonna leave it alone. So like you said, these last couple of days we went 4 for 4 and been smacking, man. So it feel good to what I'm saying, to be able to be on the winning side. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And you know what I'm saying, know that my superstitions is not in fruition. So I feel it feels nice, man. Nice to be on the winning side, man. That's what's up, man.
Yes, sir, man. We're gonna try to stay on that side today, man. We're gonna try to stay on
Yes,
that side
sir.
today.
You gotta keep that
Ryan,
mentality. When you lose, it's a lesson. When you win, it's a blessing.
hey, absolutely, man. We trying to have a blessed one, not a stressed one.
Come on now.
Go ahead, Ryan, man. Give me your final thoughts, man. Good show today.
Man, great show today, fellas. Some good football. I love this time of year, man. We got playoff picture for the footballs heating up. We got college football. We got college hoops. We got NBA. It's off season for baseball. The people are signing everywhere. So it's a great time to watch sports, man. I'm having a blast doing this, and let's have a great day, man.
Yes, sir, man. Timothy.
My final words and thoughts today is energy should always be kept the same. You know what I mean? Keep that same energy. And so when you have success and then you like to as they say, call the chat after victories, all good and dandy. But when you lose like 48-0, and
Ooh.
I think
Mm.
the energy should be
Mm.
should match. So always keep the same energy. Always stay on the equal playing field. You know what I'm saying? Never get too high of yourself and never get too low either. Just keep that same energy. Always. Shout out to Oklahoma.
He said, message. All right, man. Hey, shout out to consistency. Shout out to my guy Ryan, Mr. West Coast. Shout out to Timothy Delgado. All right. Shout out to Will, our producer. Shout out to them Packers, man. We taking them Broncos down today. Never Made It podcast, man. Y'all know what time it is. And we'll be back this week with an NBA show. Not gonna put a day on it. Just stay tuned. Look on the Facebook page. Like and subscribe on the YouTube page. We out, man. Just a couple of niggas who never made it. Played it, but never made it. Peace.
Peace.
Go Birds.